Wow. Somebody say, wow. It's been a day. It's indeed been a day. I want to welcome you once again to Leadership Revered Conference 8.0. And within a few minutes, I'm going to be talking about mastering the systems of courage. Before I go on, I would love to also introduce you to a blockbuster book that is going to be out in 2 months' time, The Bold Leader. Please celebrate if you want to. The Bold Leader. In this book, I'm going to share some strategic things that you can, employ as a leader to take bold actions and change your world. The book is almost close to completion, and the editing will start very soon. Pre-order is on, and you can pre-order at just 3,500. Once the book is released, it's 5,000 naira. All right. I also want to acknowledge. I also want to let you know that we have our books at the book stand, and we have 6 printed books there. Each of them is 3,000 naira, and you would want to pick a copy. If you want to pick the whole 6, we are giving you a discount, and you can pay 10,000 naira for 6 of them. I want to continue by saying that life is not fair. Life does not give you what you deserve. Who doesn't deserve good things? Who? Who doesn't deserve good things? I remember a few years ago when we were in Abakba, and we were living in 2 rooms in a public yard. And sometimes I would ask myself, why me? I would ask our neighbor, Mama Perpetua, see, Ken boy sometimes I say, why should I be born into this family that we dread Saturdays? Because on Saturdays, we don't go to schools, and we have to be at Agodago, where they break stones. We break stones with our mom. We excavate the soil, and we shift the gravel until it becomes a full tipper load of gravel. Sometimes we do that in a full week, and then they'll come and pay 7,000 naira to carry it. I was asking, why me? Why me? Life is not fair. If you sit down and you clap your hands like this, and you're expecting the world to deliver what you desire, you're going to wait till the end of time. Yesterday at the gold leaders training, I told them that life will not deliver what you want just because you're a Christian. Some people will say, are you serious? Yes. Just because you're a Christian and you know the Bible and you know that God loves you, there are things that you must do. Every prophecy that has come upon your life has a man factor. There's a God factor, there's a man factor. When that prophecy comes and they say, you're going to be this, your question should be, what do I do? And today, one of the things that you must do is to become a bold, audacious leader. Is to become an exceptional leader who is going to say, enough! Enough of this! I am going to take actions to change my life. And when I have changed my life, I will change my family. When I have changed my family, I will change the locality. When I have changed the locality, I'm going to change the state. When I have changed the state, I will change the nation. And when I have changed the nation, I am going to change the world. The world is in shortage of courageous people, not intelligent people. Nigeria is in shortage of courageous people, not brilliant people. I tell you that there are changes that should be done in this country that can be done just by one person's declaration. There are changes that can be done, that should be done in your life, that can be done by just one decision. But courage to do it is not there. And why? Because we are afraid. Are you sure it's going to work? Are you sure it's going to survive? Are you sure the business will survive? I came to announce to you this morning or this afternoon that business will survive. In the name of Jesus Christ. You cannot afford to be in that list of people who are not courageous, of people who are not taking bold actions to change their lives, you cannot afford to be there. That is why we hosted Leadership Rebirth Conference 8.0. If you did not hear anything today again, please hear that you cannot afford to be in that list. Say it to yourself, I cannot afford to be in that list. In the list of timid people, in the list of cowards, in the list of people who do not think that they will survive, in the list of people who are already thinking, there is something called analysis paralysis. You're already thinking of, are you sure? You start analyzing the actions that God has given to you. And before you know it, you've analyzed it to death. This is time to take the bold step. And this is not a mere motivational speaking to tell you you can do it, aspire to perspire to aspire to aspire. This is nothing. This is me charging you as a young person, as an older person, to take the bold step. There are decisions that you've been pushing aside since because you didn't know or you don't know how it's going to fall out. You don't know what the end will be. You may want to take it, you've calculated, are you sure? Are you sure? Let me tell you. You miss all the goals. You miss all the goals. All the goals that if you don't get into the football pitch, you miss all the goals. You lose all the goals. But when you get into the football pitch, it's either you succeed or you succeed. Because even failure in itself is success. In the journey of success, you must be courageous. People will trample upon your head if you're not courageous. If you're here and you're suffering from low self-esteem, we don't have the time. But I want to announce to you, anyone here suffering from low self-esteem, dealing with rejection and everything, inferiority complex, today is your time of deliverance. In the name of Jesus. It takes courage to do big things. Because in the world, small things are celebrated. Mr. Ben, my very good friend, will always say that at the top, there is a lot of space there. But you see why we are clustering around here? It's because we are at the floor. And I've removed myself from that list. I don't know if you've removed yourself. Have you removed yourself? Why people struggle is because too many people are there. But once you get the courage and you move and you do big things, you'll be at the top. And at the top, there is no strife. Great people celebrate great people. Are you getting what I'm saying? Great people celebrate great people. If you see anybody who is quarreling and keep quarreling, keep keeping malice, he has a lot of time to spare. Such person has a lot of time to spare, so they're wasting it. And they're still in the mediocre seat. There are types of bold actions I would want to announce to you. I'm going to detail them. Already I've written them. I've detailed them in this book. The first is the courage to start. If you want to succeed as a person, you must start. If you don't start, you will not succeed. And what if I'm afraid? Yes. What if I tell you that I felt some sensation of fear before I stepped off this stage? What if I tell you that? And I've been speaking for maybe 10 years. Even when you start, you will still be afraid. When we started the Impact Field Global Youth Initiative, it was in 2016. We just left secondary school. And I was a senior prefect of my school in National Grammar School, Nike, and I was about dropping out of school. Because of what? Still money. How much was it? 28,000 naira for Wayak and Neko. Money. I was about dropping out. Until somebody paid that fee. 2 weeks to deadline, somebody paid. And we got on board. And we registered and we wrote exam. Someone would say, are you sure? Let me go and fix my life. Let me go and make more money. But the inspiration came. Do this. And it did not come fully formed. Let me announce to you, someone has said it already today, that ideas do not come fully formed. I think it was Mrs. Ngozi Ake. You may not get all the details. Just like when you want to climb a staircase, you don't need to see where you're going before you climb the staircase. When you're driving to Abuja, you don't need to see all the road to Abuja until you start. Let me announce to you, if there is something God has put in your head and it's been disturbing you, today is the time to start it. And you must not start big. We started Enugu Leader Summit, and the name Impact Field was not there. In 2016, we started with creative writing and leadership campaign team. The next year, we changed it to Enugu Leader Summit team. Then one of our friends, after the event on the 30th of September 2017, said, what is the name of the organization that is doing this event? She was trying to bring us to think. I said, oh, at least this is a project. Anyway, so what will we call your name? And we started thinking. Impact and field. So we have entered the field of impact. And impact was officially registered in 2019. Even when we registered the impact field in 2019, we had to ask people to support. Please send us some money, support. That was where I started. It was impact field that I used to learn how to do CAC registrations, which is one of the things giving me money now. I read a book, Tough Times Never Last, but tough people do. And then I saw a strategy. I said, okay, let me list the names of people who can support. And we listed, and we started going. I think we spent, I can't remember how much we spent then. And people sending money. And I did name reservation. And then I did newspaper publication. If you go to my Facebook 2019, you will see, even when the name reservation came, I posted. I was so happy. You have to start. You don't need to be perfect. Some of you, you're supposed to be doing videos to be teaching what you know. But it's not that you don't know it. It's not that you don't have the empowerment and the grace to do it. But you don't have POP in your room. But you don't have ring lights. So you want to wait till you get ring lights. Let me announce to you that the ring light will come when you start. Are you getting what I'm saying? The ring light will come when you start. The next is the courage to stay. Ladies and gentlemen, when you have started, you need to stay. Especially if it's something you have conviction for. You need to stay. In 2020, in March, we were preparing for the Enugu Leader Summit. It was held in this hall, filled to the brim, close to 1,000 capacity. It wasn't a round table, it was filled. We stretched people in. Students were all over. And we wrote a proposal. We went to one of the men we respect so much. And he said, in his house, he went with a bottle of wine. He said a lot of things to us, you know. And then when Gideon and I came out, we were like, who sent us? Let me announce to you again. If you have not asked who sent you, you have not started. If you do something, you're doing something, and then you've not come to that point where you say, who sent me? I beg, make I leave this in gold rest, Jerry. They want me to be imparting people and be killing myself, you know. Is that why God created? I beg, if you've not gotten to that point, probably you're still playing in the mediocre. You're still playing the mediocre's game. Who sent us? We were walking around the streets of Independence Layout, right there. And we were like, is it not to cancel this? But we said we will stay on it. We'll stay on it. This is 8 years now. We are on it. It may not look like what other people are seeing all around, but one of the things we've promised ourselves, we will not fake it. We will stay on it. Legitimately, we will stay on it. And of course, the evidence is clear. Bold leaders are audacious dreamers. I said that yesterday. When David dreamt and he went and told his brothers, they were like, they discouraged him. But guess what? The discouragement did not stop him. He went back, Joseph, he went back and he dreamt again. So when the discouragement comes, there's one thing you must look out for. Conviction. Am I supposed to be here? If I am supposed to be here, discouragement should serve as a manure to me. Stay. We have indeed stayed. From doing a leadership with Enugu Leader Summit with 4,000 naira in 2016, we have indeed stayed. When I saw the amount of money going into this program, and how God was providing them. I said, yes, at least I am comforted that we can do this and we can be a blessing to people further and further. Let me announce to you, we are not stopping yet. We are not stopping yet. We are not. The next is the courage to finish. Gideon and I and the team at Impact Field, we are going to finish it well. And we're going to leave a transgenerational organization that will be there years after we are gone. We will finish it well. Even when people say, yeah, someone was talking to Ambassador Grace some time ago, maybe 2 or 3 years ago. This thing I did, Impact Field, very soon. That was maybe 3 or 4 years. Very soon it will die down. Have we not celebrated 8 years? We have. We'll celebrate 10 years, and we'll call everyone to celebrate it. We'll celebrate 15 years. And once we hit 15, there's going to be a global youth leadership conference. Youth leadership. That is aside from Leadership Rebirth Conference. 15. It's coming. Be courage to finish. You must finish what you started. Say, I must finish what I started. Irrespective of the discouragement. Irrespective of the discouragement. I must finish what I started. And it's going to take me courage also. It's going to take me boldness to also mention this one. Because some of you may confuse it. You will say, what are you saying? Well, let me announce to you that you must get the courage to quit. I said it. Where there is lack of conviction, you are not doing anything there. When you are not sure that God told you to stay here, you are not doing anything there. You have to leave. Because some of the things you're doing are not your assignment. Until you discover your assignment and you stay in the place of your assignment, you're wasting time. So when we say never quit, winners never quit, losers quit, I look at that statement from a standpoint that winners do not quit when they are doing the things they are called to do, when they are in the position of conviction. But if you're not there, I want to announce to you that you should quit. And there are some things also you should quit. Quit some relationships. Quit it. Quit some communications. Quit it. In fact, there are some things you're posting on your social media that you need to quit. Stop it. Because it's killing your image. It's killing who you are. Somebody is dragging you or saying something, and you went to join the dragging. You went to write your own. That's not a bold leader. You must quit some of the things. There are habits that are stopping you from taking your action, the bold action. You must quit them. You must stop. You must learn how to say, I know they do again. There are relationships that are so parasitic that it takes more of your time and it has nothing to offer you. You must quit. There are also abusive relationships that you are in. You must quit. There are people that should not call you on phone. There are also people you should not call on phone. Quit. Quit. I want to believe that with this short session, someone is about to get infused with courage today. I believe that with this short session, someone is about to be impacted. And when you leave this house, when you leave this place, you're going to ask yourself, what is the next step to take? What is the next bold step to take? Remember, bold leaders are not taking bold steps because they want to prove a point. Are you getting what I'm saying? Are you getting what I'm saying? Bold leaders are not taking bold steps because they want to prove a point. You've got nothing to prove for anybody. You've got nothing, no point to prove. Forget some things that some people do as PR. They call it PR. I've got no point to prove for you. So if I take bold actions, and maybe peradventure you see it online, it's not to prove a point to you. Because 10% of what I've done or what we do are not online. So if I want to prove a point, I will post everything. But I want to take the glory. A lot of people have been helped by myself and Gideon personally, not as impact field. You will never hear it. I am not proving a point to anybody. That bold action you are taking is not to prove a point to anybody. Nobody needs you. You're wasting your time by proving points. You're wasting your energy. You're wasting your creativity. Ladies and gentlemen, I wanted to say to yourself, I am bored. In my room, there is a picture, just one frame in my room. It's a combination of the globe, the lion emanating from the globe. I see it, I wrote something under it. Imakwa nwa onye Igbo, nwa agụ adaghị ata ahịhịa. Ladies and gentlemen, imakwa nwa onye Igbo, nwa agụ adaghị ata ahịhịa.